Are we live?
I hope not.
I hope we weren't 5 minutes ago.
Oh, we're in deep doo-doo if that's the case.
Dave, you can't be saying that stuff, man.
Yeah, I have no problem saying anything. I'll say anything to anybody about anybody. I don't care.
Okay, good. Okay, we got 2 people watching this. Thank you, both of you. I think it's you guys. Okay, 11. There we go. 5:28 p.m. Man, we should have stuck to the 8:30, man. We'd be right on. We'd be early.
But then if we said 8:30, we'd just be getting on to BS for 15 minutes. So it's a good thing we said 8:15.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes. January 8th or 8th, I guess, wherever, whatever. 2019. And again, sorry, we're a little bit, I don't know if we're late. Yeah, we are late. We're definitely late. I had an appointment. I had to be somewhere, and then I happened to get here like 15 till. You know, we normally would have been on, half an hour ago, but we decided we'd yeah, that's right, Claude.
We do feel tardy. At least I do.
I don't feel tardy. Speaking of that, is it true? Huh?
I just looked. 84 came out on January 9th.
Well, then why did I
don't know. I saw the same thing you did, but I'm looking right now. It says 6th studio album by American hard rock band Van Halen, released on January 9th, 1984.
Yeah, because I saw all over Twitter. It said today was the 35th anniversary of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't know. I wasn't alive then, so I wouldn't know. Oh, crap. Okay.
Well, I'll do it.
There we go. Actually, after all my jokes, hey, everybody.
Hey, Johnny, those are nice pillows.
The gray ones? The gray ones on the...
Those aren't pillows. Oh, man. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Everybody, David Nesdahl.
Nice tribble on your face, by the way.
I don't know what that is. Jay Hannon. Howie's cleaning. Actually, it'd be more like this. Come on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Where's the lipstick sound effect?
Is there a lipstick sound effect?
I'm sure there is, but not on this one.
Not on that one.
No. Yeah, and again, happy birthday, Howie. He's roughly 16. Well, we know he is 16 years old. We're not exactly sure what day, but since we got him on July 6th of 2003, and we got him, he was exactly 6 months. We figured January 6th is his birthday.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Happy birthday, Howie.
Happy birthday, Howie.
There he is. Yeah. So what's up, you guys? It's been I don't know, it's been very strange lately because I saw you guys Friday.
Mm-hmm.
And then Sunday, Ron calls me up and wanted to go live and everything. And then Jay, you had your game to watch.
Don't mention it. Don't even. We're just going to not talk about anything like that. We're just going to leave it alone.
The Bears lost for the season. Goodbye.
So, guys, check out. I'm wearing my Nerd Halen shirt today. Thank you to.
You don't want to talk about the Bears?
No, I don't at all.
Does it really make you mad?
Yeah, ask Jeannie.
What if we want to talk about like actual like animal like bears?
Yeah, or
like,
the bears. Like
which one's better?
Maybe you're a bear.
Black bears, or what was the line?
Brown bears.
Brown bears. From the
angry bears like me.
Are you an angry bear? Jeannie can't calm down your angry bearness.
I have an unboxing today, boys, but it was addressed to Jay Hanna. So I don't know if I should open it. It might not be. It might not be mine.
Oh, well, still Jim Nicholas. Hey, man. Who else is in here? Mark O's Images is in here. Thrash Metal and Fun Riffs. Claude G. Mad Dog. Happy birthday, Mad Dog. It was Mad Dog's birthday, I think, yesterday. I think. John Windsor. David Ennis. Absolute Mayhem. Anthony.
Where the heck
The American. Jeannie Says. Michael James. Mike is himself.
Michael James. Michael James, do you have any more of those R2 vintage style Floyd nuts? Question mark. Chrome.
Those are the ones?
Yes.
Brendan B. Buttcheeks. Welcome, man. Welcome. It was great seeing you on New Year's, man. New Year's Eve, right? The big New Year's Eve show. That was a good time. Hey, Donnie. Blank Palette 2. John Parson, Thrash Metal and Fun Riffs. Wow, we got 62 people sitting here waiting for
nothing.
Whatever we're going to do. We were going to talk about one thing, which we find out isn't even true at all. So,
well, no, it's close enough. I mean, tomorrow we're not going to be on tomorrow, so why not talk about it today?
Yeah, why put off tomorrow?
What you speak about today?
What you can mess up and destroy today.
That's right.
Okay. I don't know. I'm gonna have to go back to Twitter and see what all that stuff was about, because I kept seeing all this stuff.
Well, I've heard people say that it was released on like New Year's Eve, 1983. Like,
right?
You know, yeah, right. I've heard that before.
I think, yeah. Well, like I said, I wasn't conscious. Is that the right word? Of I knew who Van Halen was then. Actually, no, I probably didn't, because my first memory of Van Halen was running through a neighborhood kid's what do you call it, living room, and running by a TV set and seeing the Jump video. And I'm thinking that was the first time, and that would have been in '84.
That was the first single.
So, and yeah, so that would have, I'm thinking the first time I was ever aware of them. And then of course, you know, the Hot for Teacher video and Panama. Whoa, that was Dave. You know, I remember seeing those videos and laughing at them, thinking they were funny, because they were, you know. But yeah, as far as when '84 came out or whatever, I've heard the same stuff about New Year's Eve. Although I think there's actually like material, there's like promotional like posters and stuff on that actually says what that is. And it looks like Dave is doing his research right now, it looks like. So
no.
So I'm looking at the order of singles from that record. And so Jump was number 1. I'll Wait was the second single. And then Panama. And then, which is crazy, I mean, the 4th single from that record is like, you know, really put it over the top. You know, obviously Jump did whatever it did for, you know, crossing over and being able to, you know, have pop fans and everything get into Van Halen. But if you think about it, like Hot for Teacher was like, whoa.
It still is.
Well, I mean, it was the music video for that.
Yes.
For Hot for Teacher, because like I said, I remember seeing the video when I was a little kid and thinking it was hilarious, thinking it was funny. And the thing is, you know, I hate to say it, I didn't care about the song. I didn't care about the band. I thought the video was funny, you know? And then, you know, once you know, I realized who they were. I didn't even know who they were. You know, it like I tell you guys, I didn't really become aware of Van Halen until the cassette tape going into the tape machine on Back to the Future and hearing that guitar riff. That was really my first exposure to Van Halen. And then of course, you know, buying 5150 on cassette and then digging back and buying all the other albums and everything.
You know, it's funny you say that because for a long, long time, I didn't even know that that was really Eddie playing that riff. You know, because you do see the name Van Halen on a cassette tape. But, you know, I didn't, for the long time, I was like, that's not Eddie Van Halen. You know, I didn't even realize that it was. And absolutely it is. But it took a long time for me to realize that that was actually Eddie Van Halen playing that.
I'm with you, Dave. I'm the same way. I didn't realize either until a long time after. I just thought, you know, back then you can get away with stuff like that. You know,
Yeah.
Van Halen on a tape, and you know.
Well, actually, back then, I think it makes more sense that it would be the actual guy. You know, because like
nowadays would have to pay so much money just to get the rights to have the name Van Halen in the movie, and then to have Eddie Van Halen play would be, you know, God knows how much money.
Well, you know, the thing is, he didn't even write that for Back to the Future. That was for the Wildlife movie.
I think Universal probably owns that material. I think Universal did both movies. I think. Where's John Beale?
Yeah.
Is that true, John? Hang on.
We need like an entertainment lawyer. I know there's cases where remember the old guitar player for Faith No More, Jim Martin or James Martin, whatever. They got the long hair, the red glasses.
What, he's old?
Well, no, he was on the first two albums, and then
they got somebody else?
Kicked him out. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh yeah.
A friend of mine swore he saw him at a bus stop one time. Which would make sense because it's, you know, the Bay Area. You know, I did see him crossing the street one time. He came into this guitar shop I used to work at in Berkeley, and I remember I was out smoking a cigarette around back, talking to another guy, and then we look over and we see this guy walking across the street out of the store, and we're like, "Hey, that's the guy from Faith No More." We saw the back of his hair, you know, so it's that guy. Yeah.
Or in Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey, he was Sir James Martin. And then not soon after he was out of the band. But I know he did a solo record, I want to say maybe early 2000s, and James Hetfield played on it, but he's not listed in the liner notes or the credits because I guess at the time, Metallica was with Elektra, I think, still. And maybe they couldn't figure something out with the record label. So he's uncredited in there and just plays on the record.
It could very well be that James Hetfield didn't want anyone to know that he's on the record.
No, it's there's like a Guitar World or something from back then of them discussing it, or one of them talking about it. But that was probably the reason. You know, it's probably something where like, well, Elektra Records wants X amount of dollars to have James Hetfield play. So he's like, screw it. Don't credit me. I'll play on it. No big deal. That's probably how it played out.
I don't know. What are we even talking about?
84, man. 84 to Faith No More.
Yeah, so I don't know. As far as that Back to the Future riff, I knew who it was, you know, when I heard it. I mean, I read it on the tape, you know, at the movies. And do you guys remember? I know we've talked about this. Do you remember that TMZ where they're asking Eddie if that was actually him? Did you guys ever see that?
I don't think I have.
They were like at an airport or something.
Oh yeah, I saw it. He's going up an escalator.
Going up an escalator, and they saw Alex. They saw Alex Van Halen. They're like, "Where's your brother?" And Eddie's like already going up the escalator, and Eddie's like, "I'm right here." It was funny. You guys should. Well, hey John, I'll put it in the Discord. I'm gonna have to label it. I'm gonna have to color code these.
Color
these buttons.
The button. I'm telling Johnny, we got to contact whoever makes them. I'm sure they're made in China.
I bet you we can get custom made ones for us.
Yeah, we should get custom made sound machines.
Mm-hmm.
Custom-made striped sound machines.
Yes. I'm sure Eddie will be thrilled about that.
Doesn't have to be black, red, and white.
Mm-hmm.
Can it
You
be?
can have, you know, you can have the Bears colors if you want.
Stop! Actually, that'd be pretty neat, though. I'll take that. John Woolware is in the house. So, John, while you're here, shall I do...
John.
Shall I open up my new Pro Player sneakers?
Yeah.
Actually,
way, John Bullware, thank you very much from all of us ahead of time.
And give me a minute. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Say something.
Something.
Say something for like 1 minute. Johnny sucks. Oh,
Dave, let's see how long we can hold our breath.
No. Because you probably can hold on longer than I can.
No, not anymore. I'll show what else a couple extra stocking stuffers for Christmas from Santa. A bag of picks.
Nice.
And I got an extra whatever the hell for that big stand back there, in case I want to add another guitar to it.
It looks like a mustache.
Oh, yeah. I can't. I don't have it out of the box.
Yeah.
But something like this. Who got what? GTV Guitar TV says. I don't know. We're going to find out.
We got some cool stuff.
Clayton. It is Telecaster Tuesday. No, man, we went over. We had a bunch of different names. We had the OU81 Tuesday, Ain't Talking About Tuesday, Take Your Whiskey Home Tuesday. What else was there?
Oh man, that's funny. That's funny.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right, I'm ready.
Oh, Tattoos Day.
Tuesday. Tweet me Tuesday, everybody.
Tweet me Tuesday.
At Johnny Beane.
We got Pro Player Tuesday. We got John. We got, this is addressed to Jay Hanna, though. I don't know if I should open it. Let's see. Here we go. Let's rip it. Rip it. My presented. I see John's got a size 13, but in Europe, size 46, man. You got some big feet.
What I want to know is how many pairs of sneakers does he have? Because if we have that same box, all of us. Either that or he works for a sneaker company.
All right. I think it's open. Can I read the
letter's kind of personal. Kind of personal.
How would you know?
Because I'm God, I know everything.
Okay, I'll read this for myself, John. No one has to share our love. Oh, wow.
You should read it first, because what if it says don't open it?
What if it says do not show these on TV? Or on TV. What are we? Oh. Oh. Yeah, I'm not going to read this, but well, that's very nice of you, John. Anything? Let's see. Here we go. All right. Got 3 shirts here. Let's see. The first one. Yeah.
Look at that.
So it's me, one for me and one for Jeannie and one for Ellie. I wonder if this is me. This is a little small though, but
no, but what's on it might be you.
Yeah, I know.
Well, it says in the letter what that is.
What? Oh,
that part you can read.
It's his old band.
Mm-hmm. And then,
oh, I like the yellow.
Yeah, the yellow is cool. There's that one. And then I'm assuming this one's mine. That'll fit me. Thank you very much, John. That's very cool of you.
Awesome.
So I'm not going to actually open mine on video, but I will tell you what was in mine. Mine had 2 T-shirts, one for me, one for Desiree, and it had a hoodie for me as well.
Awesome.
Sean Bulware, thank you so much. You're very thoughtful.
Yes, this is very kind of you. I'm gonna have to feed Ellie a little more to have her fit into this one. But she will eventually. You don't know how many clothes that we've already, like, you know, had to bag up that she never wore because she's growing so fast, man.
Mm-hmm.
John, thank you so much. Very kind.
Thank you, John. And yes,
nice note too.
John, there's mine. I'm wearing mine already. Thank you, man. Yeah, I opened mine as well. There it is. Thank you so much.
Yes. Everybody in the chat, give a thumbs up for John.
Awesome, yeah.
Hey, Caleb. Oh, Caleb has one too.
Very cool.
Speaking of Caleb. Speaking of T-shirts.
Wow, look at that.
Telling you, I've been on with you guys, and now I don't need to buy any more T-shirts. You know?
Nope. Do.
And Johnny is gone.
He's gone. Like no, Gonzo.
I'm here. I'm here.
Scotty 526. Awkward silence. That used to be the. Oh, you used to say podcast. That's right. When there was a gap in the action.
Well, I don't know if you can say that.
I didn't say gape. I said gap.
Gaction. Gaction. Gaption.
The podcast. Yeah, I think. Yeah, we'll have one of those someday.
Someday. Caleb asks if I'm coming to NAMM. No, I am not. I couldn't make that happen this year, even though Jeannie was trying to get me to go. But I will, I believe, be going to I'm going to say this carefully, a horror convention. Did I say that? Okay. A little too close, wasn't it?
I say it again.
Horror convention in Atlanta on the same weekend. So.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's a little closer. I think it's like 6 hours as opposed to across the country. I couldn't make that right now.
Yeah, I saw on Facebook. Our friend on Facebook.
Faceburger. I saw on Faceburger.
Faceburger.
our friend John, the guy that was stuck in Dave's bathroom for a couple days. Jonathan. Yeah, I thought he's going to be at NAMM. He's going to be there. And he asked me if you guys are going to be there. And I said, someday.
Yeah.
Someday. Brendan Buttcheeks. No, I've never gone to Summer NAMM. Probably. Well, you can't say never.
I have. I've been. It's not as cool as NAMM in the winter at Anaheim, but it's still pretty darn cool.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, Bozique.
What's the convention's name? I'm going to look this up real quick.
Hey, Bozique. Hey, Todd.
So should I show you guys something that I got today?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Let me put the phone down. I mean, let me put the dog down. Hello? No, you know what? I can't get anyone to answer my phone calls because the dog doesn't have two-way. Never mind.
Mm-hmm.
Never you mind. So I got an iPhone 10s Max today.
Is that the actual name? iPhone 10, 10X, 10X Max?
Yeah, I'm having trouble with my new lips and my tongue. But yeah, I got the 10s Max, and it's pretty amazing. It's much cooler than the 8, which is what I had. Does a lot more. The photo quality is just incredible. Everything is much better on it. And I got a set of wireless earbuds as well. Mm-hmm. And I highly recommend if you can get the 10s, go for it, because it's clearly much better than any other iPhone that's ever been out.
Well, that doesn't have the home button, does it?
It does not have a home button. No.
Now, how? What phone did you have? I can't. My lips are new too.
I had the iPhone 8.
Yeah, that's the one I have now.
Yes.
Look how small mine is.
Look how big Dave's is.
Dave, let me hold yours up, man.
And it's got facial recognition, which is now you just swipe from the bottom up.
Uh-oh, be careful.
Hang on.
Yeah. Jimmy T says no headphone jack. There's no headphone jack in the 8 either. I think the 8 was the first iPhone that they removed the headphone jack.
Yeah.
Which sucks. I mean, you got to use that stupid dongle thing.
Right. So here's Facebook. Say you're on Facebook and you want to, you instead of hitting a home button, you swipe from the bottom up. Swipe from the bottom up, and that takes care. That closes it. And if you want to, close the actual app.
Careful.
Hold it up and then
careful, man.
Swipe it.
We don't want to see those old browsers, man.
No, I don't have any.
Dude, careful. I just saw your apps.
The wireless charging. Now, I've heard different.
I've got a wireless charger too.
But I've heard about those things because I've heard that they kind of I can't say the K word, but they kind of
melt your brain.
Melt your battery
while you're sleeping.
They don't, and I'll tell you what else they do. Now they're all reconstructed where that once your phone battery reaches 100%, it shuts it off. It doesn't keep charging it. It stops charging it. So it doesn't hurt the battery.
It shuts the actual phone off?
No, it shuts the charger part off.
So we can't text to the group chat at like 3 a.m. anymore.
You can. It's just that when I do find you, I will light you up.
Well, speaking of your earbuds, Sonar works. Oh, look at this. Oh, I already have those headphones. No thanks.
This is a tech show now, everybody.
Yeah, tech show.
Forget the guitars. It's all about iPhones and.
Yep.
Wait, Dave, you're wearing that outfit, that hoodie. Say Bud again.
No. Bud.
Okay.
Budnick.
Yeah, but every time I walk down Haight Street in San Francisco, you see somebody like Dave wearing that walking by, and as they walk past you, they'll say Bud.
Hey, Bud.
It's nonstop. Like
Really?
Bud. Yeah.
That's because their hoodie smells like Bud.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually pretty good. Pretty good Bud.
Yeah, Caleb. EVH Tech Talk. Oh, we should grab that domain quick.
So do you listen, Dave, do you listen to music on your phone?
Very little. Not much.
Oh, then never mind. This isn't going to
Why?
do that. Well, there's the company that makes the app that works with the microphone that kind of tunes your studio monitors, to your room. They make one for iPhones and I'm sure Androids as well. But basically it's made for your headphones. So you download the app. It's called Sonar Works. I don't even know what the hell it's called. I'm trying to find it in the on my thing, but it's cut off. It just says Sonar Works with a T. Anyway, it has a bunch of different headphone models in it. And you can choose, if you have the AirBuds. So it has an AirBuds option. So you pick it and it basically tunes the AirBuds into sounding good. And I A-B'd it because Jeannie has a pair of the AirBuds the other day and threw them in and you can turn it on and off, the effect,
Yeah.
And it definitely
makes a difference.
A lot better. Yeah.
AirBuds.
So let me throw something on real quick that's not going to get Johnny dinged. Hold on.
So wait, so are the AirBuds?
So what?
So do they sound a lot better than the regular iPhone? Buds.
I'm not sure if they sound better, but they look like they're a little bit better construction.
Because
also, you don't have that wire hanging down and getting caught in everything.
In everything. Yeah, the last time I rode on an airplane, which was almost a year ago, flying down to to Nam, I remember having my iPod and the buds and everything, and on the plane, it's useless. Totally useless. You can't hear anything at all.
What do you mean you can't hear anything?
You can't hear the sound is just terrible.
You got chew gum.
Mm-hmm.
On an airplane, you got chew gum, so you keep swallowing, so you keep popping your ears.
Mm-hmm. This is before we even took off, because I'm terrified of planes. So this is even before we even started rolling down
I'm terrified of gum.
Maybe.
Well, that too.
Maybe you just got yourself so wound up that you couldn't enjoy listening to the thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm serious.
Mm-hmm.
I've gotten so stressed out that nothing sounded good.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll let you guys peep it real quick. So here's got my Michael Jackson in there. Jam! Dip-a-dip, dip-dip, jam! And then on the bottom, it gives you the option. It asks you, what are those? Come on. It asks you, you can choose which one. So you can choose Apple AirBuds right there. And then you can personalize. So, my garbage night alert.
Uh-oh. But yeah, Michael Jackson will get us in a lot of trouble though on here.
I'm not playing it. I'm not playing it. They just updated this thing and now it's super glitchy. There you go. It gives you the EQ curve. And then you can option for like a little bass boost on there. Come on. I can't tell if it's focusing, Johnny.
No, it's not.
Because I got this light now, this little tiny light behind the computer.
We can't.
And it gives you an age adjustment, because obviously once you get older, like once you get older, you can't hear crap when you're old. So I chose my age, chose my gender. You could choose the bass boost and stuff like that. And it actually does make a pretty big difference.
Does it ask how big your junk is?
Michael Jackson does.
I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure. Damn. I'm sure Michael Jackson asks how small your junk is.
Oh no.
Oh, come on. Junk isn't going to get 5150 says there is an EQ on the iPhone. Yeah, but it's different. The app actually tunes the headphones, the EQ for the headphones. You know what I mean? It's not like you can just go in and like, oh, it sounds better. It sounds better this way. It actually tunes the EQ for those headphones specifically to get the best sound out of them.
Mm-hmm. That's cool.
Yeah, it's a pretty neat thing. So you can
that's really cool.
You can tie in your Apple or your Spotify or a bunch of other stuff, so it can work through. My right ear is ringing right now. Talking too much about this. That's what that means. I'll shut up now.
Man, my left ear rings nonstop. nonstop. You know.
So do you have to sleep with any music on or noise?
I do, but I don't have to because I'm used to it. But yeah, I've got some sort of sound. Not this one. I've got some sort of sound machine that plays like ocean noises.
Mm-hmm.
And so I go to sleep listening to, you know, sounds of the ocean. Then I wake up to it as well.
Yeah.
But I don't need it because I'm so used to just the constant, you know. Yeah, it's terrible.
John BL 5150 says, "What app is that?" It is called. Let me get the exact name for it. If you just type in Sonar Works into the App Store, it should pop right up. Sonar Works True-Fi. That's what it's called.
Mm-hmm. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. 5150 Fly Guy. You talking about tinnitus? There's a treatment to get rid of it.
I've heard about that.
What? When I first, you know, this wasn't. I was in an accident. Basically, is what caused this. And after that happened, I was looking everywhere for any kind of relief from this because it was when this first, you know, started. It was just unbearable. You know, and there's people that, you know, because of it, and it's sad. But you know, if you're a musician though, you get used to it and you deal with it.
I don't have it. I just every once in a while, like my ears ring, but it's only for like 5-10 seconds. You know, it rings and then it goes away.
Mm-hmm.
I do know a lot of people, like you said, musicians, and it's just like, you know, my drummer, my brother-in-law. He's all the time. His ears are just like.
Gotta love cymbals.
Oh yeah, the China and the hi-hat are the two. You know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mine's like, you know, when you go to a concert and you leave and you're just hearing just constant, just ringing nonstop. That's how mine are all the time since about 8 years now.
8 years?
We talked about that before. 5150 Fly Guy. I think he sent like the links to like, I guess whatever it is for the treatment to get rid of tinnitus.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I'll look at it. Definitely. But yeah, you guys, everybody, wear your earplugs. Mm-hmm. Actually, I was wearing earplugs when this happened. Actually, I was at a rehearsal.
What are you talking about? Were you in the Who? When
I feel so bad for those guys when that happened because I can just imagine. You know?
Well, how would you have felt if your drummer didn't tell you that they were going to put dynamite or cherry bombs, whatever the hell, in their kick drum, and didn't tell you what they were going to do? Like, wouldn't you be pissed?
Yeah, but it wasn't only that. I mean, you know, Pete Townsend has used high watt 100-watt amps or 120-watt amps for years and years and years, all on 10, and he stands right in front of them. You know, nowadays, you know, the heads and even some of the cabinets are off stage where you don't hear it, so it's not as loud. But just, you know, back in the late 60s and through the 70s, everything that was on the stage was on, and you were right in front of it.
Mm-hmm. I wonder how loud the Beatles were.
They weren't.
I don't think they were that loud because all you hear are the girls screaming over them. You don't even hear them. You just hear the screaming.
You don't even hear the PA. First of all, the amplifiers and the drums, nothing was mic'd into the PA because the PA wasn't
didn't exist
loud
back then.
Right.
Wasn't invented.
The amplifiers that they were using were 30-watt amplifiers, you know, piggyback Vox amps. They just were not loud. It was not loud.
Mm-hmm.
You heard the screaming over the band.
Yeah, man. Soda Pop asks, what gauge picks am I using? The orange ones. They're the orange Tortex or the 60s. These bad boys. And I've tried to use a bunch of different picks over the past year, I'd say, and I always go back to these, man. I can't shake them.
You guys want to know my favorite Beatles song? You want to hear it? I can play it on here. Here's my favorite Beatles song, you guys.
Wait, you need to like Dave, where's yours? We gotta do them all at the same time. Like it's wait, that's not a girl.
There was no guy screaming at a Beatles show.
No.
Oh, you like that one? Here's the one I like.
And here's
Pull
our next
over.
song.
Pull over. Pull over.
Oh man.
Blank Palette mentions Paul Gilbert wears headphones on stage. Yeah, Paul Gilbert, he's deaf. Like I don't know how much hearing he has left.
I actually talked to him about that at NAMM one year. I was with who was I with? I was with somebody. Might have been Michael Gutierrez, maybe. We were walking around. Yeah. This is probably 3 years ago, 4 years ago. And Paul Gilbert is like this tall.
Yeah, he's a tall dude.
So we were walking by and we see him. He's just like standing there. So I went up to him and I'm like looking up at him, you know, and I'm like, what's the deal with your headphones? Because I had already had the ringing in my ears and I knew about some of his hearing loss and stuff. And he was telling me that was basically just they're like, what do you call them?
In-ear monitors.
Yeah. Well, one of them is.
Muffler?
I think he's, yeah, they're like ear muffs, but one side has a little speaker in it, I think is what he was saying. So it's like a little monitor for like one ear. And actually I was getting these custom earplugs made some years back. And the woman that makes them, she was doing, she has a company and they were doing like some charity, like auction stuff. And Paul had donated a pair of those earphones to her for this charity. And while I was there, I saw them. I was looking at them and stuff. And it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
And her organization is called HEAR. HEAR. You guys can look them up. She makes custom earplugs, monitors. She's based in San Francisco. And her name is Kathy. So, yeah.
You know, all those guys, you know, when you watch any of those concerts from back then, I mean, I've always looked, you know, when you're watching one of those concerts from back in the day, I'm like, I've always looked like, are they wearing earplugs? And man,
nah, you never see any of that. But I mean, the thing is, you know, when you play on stage, especially if it's a big huge stage, a lot of times you don't need earplugs because it's really not that loud up there. You know, you got the monitors down there and you got so much space in between. If you're on a huge stage, you know, it's really not that loud. You know, all the sound is coming out towards the audience, which is in front of the stage.
yeah, you just can't go near the drummer though. That was my issue, like, you know, because we never played, you know, huge stages. I mean, a couple times just by accident, no, but you know, usually the small clubs and stuff, you know, you're standing literally feet away from the drummer.
Right on top of him. Yeah, right on top.
And when he starts wailing that China cymbal, man, it's like, oh my God.
One show that I wished I could have gone to, which all three of us, you guys will say yes as well, was that Cafe Wah Van Halen show in 2012, was it? In New York.
Yeah. Right.
Did you know about that one, Jay?
I was reading comments. I wasn't paying attention to it. Don't test me on this later.
Van Halen played a club in New York, and it was owned or had something to do with David Lee Roth's. Was it his uncle?
Yeah, his uncle owned it.
Was it? Yeah, and that was one show I remember thinking, man, I wish I could be there, but at the same time, it's got to be unbelievably loud in that place.
It's tiny. I've been in there. I've listened to bands there, but normal bands, not like a band like Van Halen where they bring all their gear down there. You know, there's no way. I think Eddie Van Halen was probably the only person to bring a wet, dry, wet rig with 3 412s down there you know, and that's just the guitar sound. Usually people play down there with a you know, a small combo amp,
Yeah,
a 112 or a 210, you know, 30 watt, 40 watt amp. So I can imagine how loud it was down there. And the thing is, you go downstairs and you go into the room where they are, and it's wide, but it's really narrow. It's not long at all. It's maybe
what are we talking about?
the club itself.
I know.
The stage is very small, and maybe there's 3 rows of seating because you got tables, and it's really it's not big at all. It's a very small place.
Because there was a lot of footage. There was a lot of
and the footage makes it look like it was bigger than it is, but it's tiny in there.
Because it looked like it was like you were saying, like there's a stage, and it's just it's almost like there's a hallway,
right,
where you're like watching the band. That's what it almost kind of looks like.
Yeah, the room is a little wider than the stage. It's a little bit bigger than the stage, and maybe just as deep. It's very small.
But yeah, I can only imagine how loud that show was. I still would have wanted to be there.
Well, you can, if you watch the YouTube clip of that show, the camera from whoever was holding the camera, it was distorting so badly. That'll give you an idea of how small that club is.
Yeah. Oh, I remember when they did that, man. I've had all the footage from that. You know, actually, I put all the footage I could find. I put up on my own website. I remember, and I must have got like, I can't tell you how many thousands of hits on the site for having all that footage there. You know, and then I erased it. But yeah, well, they did a music. I don't know if you guys know, they did a music video for She's the Woman. Do you guys remember that?
She's the Wombat?
Sure.
Do you remember that? They did a music video for that, and some of the footage from that is from the Cafe Wah show.
Jeannie ruined that song for me. She said first time I was listening to it, she's like, are they singing She's the Wombat? And I'm like, no, she's the woman. And now all I hear is Wombat. And I'm like, you know.
It's very funny. Soda Pop, I'm 6 foot. Not 5'10" or 5'11". Close, but I'm 6 foot.
No, he's talking about Davis Nesdall.
Yeah.
Davis is 5'10" or 5'11".
Jason, thank you, Jason. If you happen to see this, Jason, is it McNamara? Is that it? McNamara just said thank you to me over YouTube.
He's going to NAMM now.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, cool. I thought he wasn't going.
No,
now he is.
He's going. It'll be good to see him again. Anthony, have I ever been to the old San Jose Civic? I've been to the San Jose Civic, but as far as the old one, probably not. I think the last time, the first time I was there was probably I saw Van Halen there in 2004. And I'm assuming if you're talking about Ronnie Montrose and Gamma, okay, that must have been like in the 80s. That must have been in like early 80s. So no, I've never been to that one, but I can imagine. I can imagine Ronnie Montrose being super loud. Man.
5150 Fly Guy says JB, Rob, and Dave. I let you guys already talk about the 2019 tour rumors. I don't have enough guitars to show off to be Rob.
Oh, no, because we called Rob J the other night.
Oh, did you?
Mike as himself asked Dave, have you played the Ibanez Gemini overdrive pedal? It's really cool. I've wanted to own one, but I haven't found one yet. And I know it's cool because I like the way it sounds when Steve plays it. But no, I haven't played one, and I don't own one.
One of my favorite videos of Steve Vai, and I'm sure you guys can find this, but I remember years ago they came out with what the hell was it called? Like at the guitar stores when they were trying to promote the 7-strings, and they had like, you know, Dino from Fear Factory on there showing it off. The guys from Korn, I think maybe Wes Borland from Limp Bizkit, and then Steve Vai, and they, you know, they're all on the VHS tape, you know, showing off their guitars and playing a little bit. And Steve Vai gets on there, and his is the best, man. He's like, so here's some things you can do with some things I like to do with a 7-string. You know, almost like, no, hold on. Let me stop there. You can't do this, but I can, you know? And it always made me giggle, man. And I'm sure you can find that clip on YouTube. I think it was called like Ibanez Seventh Heaven or something like that. Was the VHS? I have it somewhere. But it's just funny. Like, he stopped himself short. No. I can do this. You can watch me.
And of course, they're going to leave that part in.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
here's some things you can do. Here's what I like to do. And he's right, you know.
Sully Dude. Hey, man. That's a good band name. Man, so many questions and comments there. Where is the Rummeister? He's around.
Have you guys spoken to him at all?
I haven't. Jay did.
I spoke to him on the phone on New Year's Eve.
What's
Everything's
going on?
okay. He's just dealing with some stuff right now. But he will be back eventually. I hope.
Yeah. I see him online over in the
He checks in from time to time.
Well, no, I just see that he's online. I don't see him saying anything.
Oh. I bet he has his computer where just like Discord, as soon as he fires it up, it instantly logs him in to Discord. You know, you can set your computer so when you turn it on, Discord automatically starts, so that Discord is constantly on when you're, you know, surfing the web in case you want to do something in Discord. Or if you see Johnny active in Discord, you can keep going. Jim Nicholas is still debating if he wants to buy Metallica tickets. Wah-Wah-Palooza. I like that. Wah-Wah-Palooza. You know what? I got to show a picture real quick that somebody...
Is this true?
Who the hell sent this to me?
Is it the picture of Kurt Hammett with Wawa as...
Yes. Somebody tagged me in this photo. There's Wah. There's Kirk Hammett walking on wah pedals.
It's very funny.
I saw that, I'm like, man, the internet wins again. Wah-Wah-Palooza. What?
Womit?
Yeah, Kurt Womit.
Well, I mean, I'm sure in the future, you know, we'll see those, but didn't what's the company? Dunlop or what's the shoes?
Oh, the shoes?
They actually made Wahs built into tennis shoes.
Nike, right? Was it Nike?
No. John Biel. What was it? No, Converse. Didn't they make Converse with Dunlop? Yeah, didn't they? Let's find this.
And blow your nose while you're at it.
And then Todd Soda Pop says Nightballs is out of control. Yeah, Johnny, can you Does he get paid per message or per comment? You got to put him on an hourly rate here, so he doesn't get out of control.
Well, he's just got so many different things that he's saying.
Can you make him Canadian and change his name to Nightboot?
Oh, did you guys hear about the amazing Strat that was crafted from 1,200 colored pencils?
Yeah, well, I saw that. That was very cool. I watched the guy build it.
You did? Was it that in Corona?
I have no idea. I watched it on Facebook.
There's the
gorgeous.
Yeah, that's cool. Well, if it's a custom Strat, it was probably done in.
There's video of him making it.
What? Oh man!
Somebody's got to timestamp that.
Oh, that was good, man.
That was good. Yep.
That was good. Okay.
Quanverse. How do you say that? Brendan Buttcheeks. I wonder what that thing sounds like.
The Strat?
Yeah.
I'm sure.
What kind of wood are those pencils made out of?
It's a lot of. It's not just the wood, but a lot of glue.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Mad Dog. Yeah, the cardboard Strat. Yeah, our friend Sean Silas actually played that. They did a video for that, and Sean is in that video.
He said it sounded great.
They take the guitar up to him at his bench, and he's like checking it out and stuff.
Check it out.
Okay, I'm looking for those Converse shoes, but nobody probably cares anymore.
I wonder when these guys see pictures like that. I wonder if they think it's funny. Because I'm sure somebody, one of Kirk's friends or something, has shown him that picture, and I wonder if he gets a kick out of it, or if he thinks that's, you know.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, they have to see that stuff. Yeah, here it is. Here it is. It's just a shoe. Is this real? This better be real. It's just a shoe, and you plug in through the shoe, and there's a wah like inside or something.
You know, we have enough time tripping over cables on stage, and now you're going to have one plugged into your sneaker.
Yeah, I'd try them. Although I'm sorry. Although I don't use wah pedals enough. But
hey, Showman, what's going on, man?
Showman,
yo,
or isn't it Showman? Showman Blues.
Showman. Oh, this text is way too tiny.
We should be used to that, huh?
What?
He did say text.
It's called the Converse All Wah.
Should be the Wah Stars. I don't know.
Stwars.
Anyway. Yeah, that looks cool.
There you go. Finally, Nightbot. Follow me on Instagram. Man, Instagram, I know I've said this before, but every time I'll post a picture or something, and within the first 24 hours, I'll get like 10 new followers, and then I'll check it the next day, and it's like down to 2 new followers. Like, people follow you just hoping that you'll follow them back, and then they'll unfollow you. It's annoying. They should put something in there where once you follow somebody, Like you can't unfollow them for like 7 days or something. They should put something in so people don't do that.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, one of the ways you can tell is that those followers have nothing to do with what you post.
Yes.
It was just some hashtag that tripped that, and it generally it'd be like a generic, like me. Every time I post something, I'll put California because that's where I am, you know, and I'll get, you know, all this, you know, random, you know, you get the bot comments, you know, and all that.
Yeah, because I was looking at some of the people that liked, especially my last 2 posts. You know, because some of the hashtags are like engineer, music, drums, editing, you know, that type of stuff, like Pro Tools.
Just music. I think music in general.
Yep. And you know, a bunch of people, and I see what they like, and it's like that's not anything remotely to what I'm into. And then you check their stuff, and it shows that they don't follow you anymore. So.
Mm-hmm. Bye, Timothy.
Bozique mentions the new Ibanez guitars. Even got an acoustic with an RG neck coming out. Yeah, some of those new Ibanez, the new Ibanez line looks pretty good, man.
Yeah.
I haven't played a new Ibanez in a long time. But I'd be interested in trying one of them.
A new model?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking forward to seeing the new Andy Timmons guitar.
Mm-hmm. Let me see. I'm gonna check my followers.
Yeah, Amanda says I get some fairly strange followers. Of course.
All Ben's friends.
Oh, Brendan Buttcheeks is out. He's got a roll. He's got to be up early tomorrow.
See you, Brendan.
See you, Brendan.
Brendan, it was great to meet you again. Was that on New Year's?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you have to,
dude. He's a good dude.
Come back real soon. Come back and show off those guitars, man. Those cigar box guitars.
Yeah, I was on the phone with him a couple nights ago for a little while, and he was.
No, you hang up first.
so funny about it. No, we were BSing for a while, and he was just saying, kind of letting me know what he's going to be working on next, and it's
striped.
No, well, I mean, I think that's a possibility, but you know,
dipped, swirled,
do the dip.
Dip, 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 boom.
But he's, you know, explaining some of the stuff to me, and I'm like, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Like different ways of making what he's doing. Yeah, we're gonna have to get him to do a swirled Sabargox.
Love
Jesus.
it. Yeah.
I might need a drink. Cigar box guitar and a striped cigar box guitar.
The striped one only can have one pickup in it, though.
That's right. Mm-hmm. Bozique says there's a fade green flame top RG Japanese made with Fishman pickups that looks really cool. Yeah, I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think there's a blue finish as well with the Fishman pickups in it. They were like the chrome Fishman pickups that look awesome. Oh man.
You guys do know I can make Nightbot post a lot more.
We'll go the opposite. Is there a little slider? You know, like in video games, you get the difficulty slider.
Yeah, but it's set to like every so many minutes, but like a lot of minutes and every so many lines of text.
Dude, Nightbot, and then Amanda, Bozique, Mad Dog, Amanda, Nightbot. I mean, uh-oh. What's going on now?
Uh-oh.
Let's see how many thumbs up we can get.
I gotta put my thumb in there.
I don't know if your thumb.
No, soda pop. No, I did not. I'd admit it if I did, but my back hurts, so that's me lifting my leg because it's going down into my leg right now. It's running down my leg.
Oh.
That's just too much info.
All right.
Anthony, yes, I would definitely gig with a 5153 50 watt.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, that the amp is it's loud enough.
Which one of you guys wants to answer 5150 Fly Guy's question about acoustics? Best acoustic under 1,000 or 500?
Breed love. Get a breed love.
Nobody plays acoustic around here. Come on. They don't have whammy bars.
Jim Nicholas, no, Kramer never sold a Mick Mars Telly as a signature model.
Mm-hmm. What's the question about the acoustics?
I already gave the answer. Breed love.
Mm-hmm. Best below 500? Was that what it was?
I would say even best up to 1,000. All solid wood. Feels like an electric when you're playing it. It sounds humongous. They're just really good guitars at that price range. I don't know why no other companies make a guitar that sound and play that good in that price range.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, with an acoustic guitar, you do need something that's quality.
Yeah,
because that's all the tone. That's where all the tone comes from. You know, with electric guitars, you can play something that's kind of weird, but if you have a great amp, it's still going to sound pretty good, I think.
Yeah, just saturate the hell out of it with distortion.
Mm-hmm. Just put on your wah-wah shoes and just run around while you're playing. I'm gonna have to find some of those.
Do a little bit of the old
What's that black thing that's around the headstock of your guitar there, Jay?
Oh, I got one of those fret wraps things, but I don't use it. I only use it if I'm recording something, because I'm a big proponent of making sure when you're practicing or playing or jamming that you're able to play cleanly and not letting stuff ring out. And then when you're recording, that's a different story. Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
So you guys, obviously not anybody in here because we're all professionals. I mean, let's be honest, you know. But you know, for anybody starting out or just learning anything at any level, I mean, I think you should. I can't talk tonight, man. My brain is not where it needs to be.
Let's just call it a night.
Bulls on parade, isn't it? Oh, then it's the
yeah, that's what they want. That part.
Come with it now. It's funny.
Man. I remember the first time I heard that song, man. It was a long time ago.
My band in high school won a talent show, or not. It was a battle of the bands, and we closed with that song, and that basically won us the battle of the bands playing that crap.
Mm-hmm.
For the guitar solo, you know, it's all like, you know, he does like this. I don't know what he uses, but I want to say I used either the whammy bar or a trem tool. I forget which one I used. I think it was a whammy bar because it's like the, you know, I probably used the whammy bar doing that kind of stuff.
Where is it? Yeah. Yeah. He does a lot of effects. Oh, whoa.
What was that?
That was me. He does a lot of effects just playing with, you know.
Yeah.
Playing with just the sounds.
Did you just have that plugged into your shoe?
Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, these don't have the metal on them.
Bozique, you are correct.
Well, you just add some flanger. Oh, crap. Come on.
There it is. Plug it into your brain.
There we go. There's a Tom Morello solo. And I'm not making fun either. I love that stuff. I think he's awesome.
Wasn't that the other song on their second album? Well, that's the same album as Bulls on Parade, but it had that like he used a I think a trem tool for the. I have too much gain, obviously, but I don't know how I forget how he played it. You know.
Yeah. I've told you guys. Tom Morello to me is the next step as far as, you know, guitar greats. You know, there was Hendrix, there was Eddie Van Halen, and then to me, there's Tom Morello. To me, he was the next one after all that. As far as somebody that pushed the limits of the guitar and made, you know, because he's unique. You hear that stuff,
yeah,
and that's Tom Morello. There's no.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
No one else does it like that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, personally, like if I'm listing my top, you know, 10 guitar players of all time, I wouldn't put him in there. But as far as being, like you said, unique and, you know, there's different categories for all that stuff, though.
Mm-hmm. He's an innovator.
Yes, very innovative. I give you that.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Kevin.
Kevin.
Uh-huh. Yeah, Soda Pop. Yeah, Jack White.
Hey.
I like him.
I can't do it.
I like him.
You can like him all you want. Like him for me, will you?
Okay. Yeah. Oh, Audio Slave. Man, I love them, man. Love Audio Slave.
Well. Yes, People of the Sun. That's the song with the trem tool doing that thing.
People of the Sun, yo.
Yep. Hold on, I might have to show you something, but I might not be able to. Hold on.
Huh? Worn Out from Christmas? I didn't have Christmas, so I'm still I'm the same.
Come here.
I'm worn out from that game the other night, and I just still sick over it.
Do you want to talk about it?
No, but it
Come on, lay on the couch. Lay on the couch. I'll ask you questions. You can talk about it.
It just, you know, it sucks because like you put so much mental energy into something. You know, and I know some people don't like sports, and that's fine. But I mean, man, it's like you put so much mental energy into something, and for it to end the way it did, it just like completely just
What, are they never going to come back? It ended?
Well, the season's over for them.
Yeah, it's just the season. They'll be back next year.
Yeah, I'm used to this. I should be used to this by now, you know? But
are you one of those cats that say, we had a bad game today, or we had a good game? You know, we'll get them.
I don't say we.
Like you're in the team, on the team.
The only way I'd say we is if I was getting paid millions like them, and no. Nope. They.
Mm-hmm. Do you get starstruck when you over athletes? Are they like?
It's different now. I mean, when I was a kid, yeah, I know that the first time
we all did when we were a kid.
Yeah, because you know I used to live in Illinois, and if anybody's from Illinois or been there, there's a place right near Soldier Field called McCormick Place where they used to have the car shows and they have a lot of the conventions and stuff. And one year I was probably 5 or 6, and Walter Payton, who is probably my all-time hero and whatever, he was at one of these car conventions, and my dad brought me up there to meet Walter Payton, and he said that I was just like, you know, like I was so scared and like nervous, but also like starstruck as a kid. You know, he had me on his shoulders, and he said I was just oh my goodness, man.
Mm-hmm.
So. I was the same way with certain baseball players or certain sports players, but not you know, if it was anyone that was like, you know, famous from sports, I don't care. But like Thurman Munson was like my guy like that. You know, Thurman Munson, if you don't know who Thurman Munson is, he was the catcher for the New York Yankees during their heyday in the 70s, you know.
Yeah.
I'm sure everyone in the world knows who Thurman Munson is, but you know, in case you don't know.
Yeah, but now I think of it a little differently. I mean, if I met somebody, I don't know if I'm an autograph guy anymore, you know?
Yeah, neither am I. I'm not even an autograph guy when it comes to like my favorite band. I don't want autographs on my guitars. You know, I don't want any of that crap.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I guess if I was hanging out with somebody for a while, you know, maybe like after a while, like, hey, before you go, it'd be cool if you could sign this for whatever. But I mean, if I'm just meeting somebody, like, hey, can you sign this? You know, it's kind of like I don't think it's as personal as.
It'd be like, hey, can you sign this for my friend? His name is also Jay.
And can you put a heart on there with a kissy face?
Can you sign this for Jay Hannah?
Hannah, yeah. Yeah, I gotta tell you a quick autograph story. When I'm trying to think when this would have been. Probably maybe 2000, 2001. Jeannie and I, when we were dating, we went to the Chance in Poughkeepsie to see who the hell was it? Galactic Cowboys. Does anybody remember that band?
Nope.
They had that song. I don't know if I could say this, Johnny, but it was called If I Were a Killer. I said it anyway. If I were a killer.
No.
Anyway,
I've never.
it was not one of those.
The name sounds familiar. If that was like all over MTV at some point, then maybe.
I don't know if it was on MTV very often. It might have been like Headbangers Ball, but I know that they were on that what was it called? Music Metal Monthly series, the VHS tapes. Again with the VHS tapes.
Remember all those? Yeah, remember all that stuff?
Yeah.
all those tapes.
Yeah.
It's like a tape magazine and stuff. And yeah.
Yeah. So, long story short, who else was playing that show, man? There was somebody that Mike Portnoy, the old Dream Theater drummer, was friends with. And we got to the show and we saw him hanging out and then go on to this band's bus, right? So I'm like, man, I got to get Mike Portnoy's autograph. Like, this is cool. So me and Jeannie, we knock on the door to the bus. And Jeannie, I don't know if you're in the chat anymore, but do you remember which band it was? What band we knocked on there? Might have been like King's X, actually. It might have been Galactic Cowboys and King's X. So I knocked on somebody's bus door. And I was like, hey, something, I don't know if I had the pen and the paper out already. Who knows? And who the hell answered? It might have been Portnoy that answered the bus door. And he's like, oh, I'll get him. And I was like, no, I want your autograph, But it was just funny. Like, I knock on somebody else's bus and I don't want their autograph. Yeah, she said it was King's X. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So.
King's X.
Mm-hmm.
Who's in that?
Doug Pinnick.
Yeah.
Yeah, great band.
One of those guys. I know somebody who's also named Jay, who's good friends with those guys. And every time they come to town, they call him up, and he goes to their shows. He's backstage.
Larry's good friends with them.
He's like carrying their amps around for them and stuff. Oh, Larry is?
Yeah. Well, carrying their amps around for them, that's being a tech. That's not
Mm-hmm. I saw that Larry is playing. Is it Saturday night at NAMM? I saw the flyer. Like Paul Gilbert is headlining this big show, and Larry's one of the acts.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. Yeah, who said that? Somebody said something about Anthony. Yeah, now it's all about selfies. When you go, well, when I met Eddie, I didn't ask him for his autograph, but I snapped a couple selfies with him. And I remember his wife took a picture of us, and I showed him the picture on my phone, and it was all like blurry. And Eddie says, "Oh, that looks really washed out," and that's the picture I have. It's a blurry picture of us.
So what do you have? Like an iPhone 2? Is that what it was taken on?
This is before the iPhone was invented. It was no, it was this phone right here. It was this. Dave, you'll be excited, man. Eddie Van Halen has actually looked into this phone right here.
Why would I be excited? What do I care?
Because you said you're not into autographs.
No, I'm not.
But anyway, yeah, it was this phone, iPhone 4. That's what it is.
Did they even make a camera in that one yet?
Cameron.
Did they even make a camera in that?
Mm-hmm.
I think, people get their guitars signed. Maybe I would do that, but it would be like either the back or the back plate or something. Maybe that's it. Like, I wouldn't have like Steve Vai sign one of my EVH guitars or EVH sign one of my, Universe guitars. Like, if I were to see Steve Vai and I had my guitar, a Universe guitar, maybe I'd have him sign one of those, but it wouldn't be like a piece of paper. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
It just.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'd rather take a video of him playing my guitar.
Mm-hmm. Well, there's people that get their guitars signed at NAMM by a lot of these guys.
Yeah.
I thought you weren't allowed to bring a guitar to NAMM.
I think you can. It's just you just
a
have
lot of
to.
red tape.
There's yeah. But yeah, I've seen people in line, for a lot of the signings. They have guitars with them and stuff. What?
No, I'm just reading the chat. GTV and Jeannie are going back and forth. Pretty funny. Mad Dog says, I'm so vain, I signed my own guitars. This one's signed by me. That one over there, it's signed by me as well. Hey, if anybody wants me to sign their guitars, you know, send them to me. I'll sign them, you know, whatever color ink you want. If you want to send your own marker, I'll sign them with that marker, and then I'll send it. I'll even sign the marker, and then I'll send it back to you.
Yeah. And if you want to watch me sign my own guitars, I'll do that too.
You gotta send
a picture of me signing my own guitars.
You got to send 2 Sharpies so I can sign one of the Sharpies with the other Sharpie. But if you want the second one signed, you got to send 3 Sharpies.
You know, we should somebody should do that to, like, you know, when they get these meet and greets, you know, you go backstage, you meet Metallica, bring something for them to sign, and then as they're signing it, hand them another marker and say, can you sign that marker with this marker?
How about just the other way around? You go to a meet and greet and you ask them if you can sign their guitar.
Do you guys remember the video of Hetfield giving a fan a guitar, like backstage, and the guy was just like speechless? Did you guys ever see that video?
I never saw that one, but I saw a video of Bruce Springsteen doing the same thing.
Giving Hetfield a guitar?
No. giving a fan a Hetfield guitar.
Man, there was something I was going to say like 15 minutes ago, but I don't know.
Time just flew by.
Yeah. Well, I can still say it. It's sort of still it relates. No, we were talking about being starstruck with. I asked you guys if you're like that with athletes. You know, I'm not really like that with musicians, I guess. Because you go to NAMM, you see all these different people, and it's like, oh, there's so and so, and it's like, cool, you know. But I think it's more. If I was to be starstruck, it'd be more with actors, you know, somebody like.
At least you didn't say garbage men.
If he was in a movie, maybe. You know what I mean, though. It's like you see Harrison Ford. It's like, whoa, that's Harrison Ford. You know, to me, that'd be exciting. That's more. I don't know. You guys know what you know what I'm saying, trying to say, though, right?
I do. I just I have a hard time. I mean,
like Jay, if you were to turn around and if you were to see that guy, the guy behind you, if you were to see him, you know, would you be starstruck? Because you're always seeing him right there.
Yeah, I see him enough. I'm sure my wife would like to see him, but
you chase him down the street with that cutout.
Well, no, I'll give you a quick story. Yeah.
Can you sign your forehead?
When we did Ozfest in 2005, I'll give you a quick example, right? A bunch of times, you know, going to the to catering and stuff, you know, we'd see the guys from Iron Maiden. There was a couple shows in California where Velvet Revolver played. So I saw Slash hanging out right outside, and I never bothered those guys. You know, I wasn't like nervous or anything. It's just one of those things where, like, I don't want to be that fan, like that person go up to him, hey, you're Slash. Oh my God, Guns N' Roses. I don't want to be that person. And I feel like I don't know them, so I can't just walk up to them and have small talk about nothing. I'm sure they don't want to hear from somebody about how great they are. And
well, I beg to differ with you. If you're on that bill with them and you're an opening act and you happen to see them and you're walking by them, there's nothing wrong with saying, hey Slash, I'm in blah, blah, blah band. I'm a big fan of yours. And then just walk away.
I know there's nothing wrong with it. I always felt like they don't want to be bothered, you know?
Well, they don't want to be bothered by the absolute public, but you're on the same bill with them. It's more of a little family thing. It's closer. So they'd be more inclined to want to hang out and talk to you than they would of someone that's wants to rip their clothes off.
Yeah, well, that depends on who wants to rip their clothes off. Another quick story about what you're talking about. We played Johnny, what is it, Rock Am Ring or Rock, one of those? In where the hell you know where this stuff is. I don't remember where anything is. But long story short, we play with one of our favorite bands, Meshuggah. Anybody who's a metalhead in the chat room will know who we're talking about. And we actually had lunch earlier in the day with 3 of the guys from the band. Cool dudes, right? So after the show was over, there was a tent area outside of the venue set up for just the bands and anybody with like backstage passes or whatever, you know, to hang out and have a good time.
Mm-hmm.
So the singer from Meshuggah is there, and he's a weird dude. And my guitar player, Mike, we're all hanging out, and he walks up to the singer from Meshuggah, Jens Kidman, and goes, "Hey man," you know, and you know, he had on his band pass and everything. It's not like he was just some stranger walking up to him. And he says, "Hey man, I'm a really big fan of your band," and puts out his hand to shake it. And the singer from Meshuggah looks at him and goes, I can't use the language on here, but he goes, "F that," and walked away from him. And, you know, usually in that situation, screw that guy, what an idiot. You know, we were all like pumped, like, yes, that's awesome. But he just comes strolling over like a lost puppy, you know, like, hey, Jens Kidman just blah, blah, blah. Ah, it was awesome.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, Jeannie, I'm still here. I just realized I had the wrong fader turned down. So I was talking to you guys and nobody could hear me. You guys saw my mouth was moving and nothing was happening. But no, you got another story though.
I just said it.
Was that the one? No, about an actor.
What?
I don't know. Maybe you don't want to say. So I don't know. I don't know.
Well, no, tell me.
You said there was another actor backstage at some of these shows, or there was somebody.
You can tell me who it is. I'm not good with this stuff. Go ahead.
I'll send you a text.
Okay.
I'm out of it because I just realized I've been talking for like 10 minutes and I had the wrong fader down and nobody can hear me.
You probably like, man, you know, I'm used to getting talked over by other people, not a. When's that message coming? And Bozique says, groupies, we were never one of those bands. I mean, you know, locally, maybe when we were playing locally, it was, you know, but that was still weird. Oh, yeah.
Did you mention that already? I might have blacked out.
That was a while ago, but yeah, Will Smith, because Jada Pinkett Smith, her band Wicked Wisdom was on Ozfest with us. So every show they played right before we did. And there was a few shows, I'd say about a week or two, Will traveled with he didn't travel with her. He had this huge luxurious bus that when it was parked, you know, it's one of those buses that like transforms, you know, like the sides come out of it and the back goes out like this. I mean, it was bigger than my house, you know, this thing. But he was super cool. And like how you see him on the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, like he wasn't too different from how he portrayed himself like on TV. And that I thought that was really cool. He was super nice.
Mm-hmm.
And his wife gave me the full season 1 and 2 of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air on DVD.
That's cool.
Yep.
Wow. That was a big bus, huh?
Yeah, there was one show where they're all sitting outside of it, you know, in like lawn chairs, and I wanted to say like, why aren't you guys inside? Like, you know, you have a mansion on that bus, and you're out here. Is Will Smith actually a rock fan? I don't know.
Maybe 30 Rock.
I don't know. I mean, I don't think he dislikes it. I don't know if he's like a headbanger or anything like that. But
mm-hmm. I don't know. Who knows? But yeah, I heard he started his own. He's vlogging now. So he's got a YouTube channel where he vlogs and stuff. So maybe he'll talk about that on there. 5150 Fly Guy, have you guys already talked about the Van Halen original video to Dreams? Not today. We have. We can talk about that for a minute.
What was the original? Was it the Blue Angels one?
Yeah,
that's the one I remember.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. The one that has the extra guitar solo in it, because the single version has the extra Eddie solo, and during one of the verses. I remember
about that until you guys mentioned it to me.
I remember thinking that was so cool, seeing that video and hearing that, because I had the tape, and so I was always hearing the song, and then when I'd see that video, I would hear that extra guitar part, and I'm like, whoa, that's awesome. And it's one of those like super cool Eddie parts, with the whammy bar and the bending and all that.
Has there ever been anybody ever asked him about that in interviews? Like, hey, why is this version have the extra guitar part and the studio version or the album version doesn't have it? Has there ever been any, reason or explanation?
I've never heard anything, but I'll assume that could be one of those things to sell the single, because that was available on the single version, that solo. So it's just an extra thing.
Well, I'm not quite sure that maybe it was there all along, just the fader was down, and then maybe they remixed it and put the fader up, and that's
the single.
Yeah. I'm sure that was recorded when the song was recorded, and originally they thought that he didn't want it, or maybe forgot about it, and then just put it in.
That's a good point. Or maybe they did multiple mixes at the time of mixdown, and one of them had that extra guitar part. Maybe Eddie didn't know if he liked it or not, and they're like, "Hey," because they do all that stuff. There's like a volume, or a vocal up mix, vocal down mix, guitar up mix, all that stuff. Like they bounce down a whole bunch of different mixes when the time comes. So, and then there's also the video version of Jump has the extra Roth. Oh!
Yeah.
Yeah. And what'd somebody say? Somebody told us in a chat one time why that was. Or maybe Nesdal told us.
I don't remember.
Oh, because that is hilarious.
Somebody said the reason they did that, which I don't know if it's true or not, it might be more like what you guys were just saying. It was to control like piracy of it. That's what somebody said. Somebody said the reason why that's in the Jump video version of that is if you were to hear that anywhere else, you would have known that was taken from the video, which I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah, because that was only in the video. That wasn't in the. I don't think that vocal part was in the single version of the.
It's not.
It's not just the video. I remember watching that.
I remember when the video first came out. When it first came out, when it was a world premiere video, that wasn't in it. It's like that was overdubbed in it at a later date. Because when I first saw that video, that wasn't there.
Are you sure? Because Roth is 100% on the camera at that point.
I know. I understand that. I remember like it was yesterday that was not there. Because all of a sudden I was like, oh wow. Now it's matching his voice, his mouth. Because I remember like the day before it wasn't in it.
Hmm.
Well, that's really weird, man.
Yeah.
Speaking of dreams with the Blue Angels, my Jeannie's parents over the summer went to an air show that was in Myrtle Beach, and my mother-in-law, after the show was over, she was like, they played some Van Halen song, out loud, over the PA while they were doing this thing. And I was like, Dreams? And she's like, how does it go? So I started, singing it, and she's like, what song is that? No, I'm joking. But she had no idea by me singing it. So I put it on real quick, and she was like, yeah, that's the one they played. I'm like, that's awesome. So they still know.
Well, it's like their theme song. the Blue Angels theme song.
Mm-hmm. I told you guys when I was in school, and the what is that's the
It's a big brick building where people learn stuff.
No, what are they? It's the Navy, right?
In the Navy.
Is it the Navy? The Blue Angels?
What, the Blue Angels? No. Yes, it's the Navy.
The Navy. Where they come to your school and they're like trying to recruit people, right? Kids out of school.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember them coming to the classroom and showing us that video. And I was like the only one in the class that knew that song that was playing on that video. You know? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh.
We're always seeing the Blue Angels around here because they do Fleet Week. I can't talk.
It's time to go. Time to go.
You know, so I've seen the Blue Angels fly all around the Golden Gate Bridge and stuff. And the local rock station would blast. You know, you turn on your radio while you're watching, and you would hear Dreams. They would play it. Okay, so we're good. Okay, yeah, we're roughly. I don't know where we are. Either way, we'll wait for Jay to come back. But
so funny.
What is today? Tuesday?
Yep.
Tuesday. Okay. And quick reminder to everybody that's still in here, there'll be no live show Friday, as far as like us sitting here yapping.
Pie. There's no live show Friday?
Not like this, no.
No, he's got a gig.
I've got a gig up in Oakland.
Yes, you're going to be live streaming
on Friday, so I'll live stream as much of that as I can. Kind of like what I did that last gig. Different band. It's not the same band.
Dave, you know what we should do?
What should we do?
We should go live and do a reaction video to Johnny's live set as it's happening.
Man, this sucks. Okay, Johnny can't hear us.
I'd rather have diarrhea.
Man, that guitar tone sounds like this.
And that's the clean channel.
Mm-hmm. Jay, how are you feeling though, man?
This makes me want to. This song makes me want to.
Ah.
Hey, that singer sounds like. My face red? Yes, it is.
What was that? Okay.
Say goodnight, Gracie.
Oh, so yeah, so Friday, depending on which songs, I'm thinking some of the songs we're doing that are covers, I might get in trouble for playing some of them over this. So I don't think some of them I won't stream, but the majority of the show I'll live stream. So you guys can watch and laugh all you guys want. It's all good. And if you want to show up, it's in Oakland.
No one should ever laugh at anybody playing live or gigging or anything like that.
Did you say giggling?
Giggling. Nobody should ever laugh at anyone giggling.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, anyway, it'll be good. So tune in for that. And then what else? What's after that? I don't know. I'll be at NAMM whenever that is.
When is that anyway?
That's the last week of January.
Last weekend. It's like the 27th, 28th, 29th, or 26th, 27th, whatever the hell it is.
It's the last 20s of
yeah.
Yeah. So it's coming up.
Yo, it's coming up.
It might be 25, 26, 27. Looking at the calendar here. Personalized birthday dedication videos available now from Joe Wentz.
Oh,
I just got the pop-up.
well, I can't wait for my birthday.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to get one of those.
Everybody, well, not everybody, but I'm kind of curious. I wanted to ask you guys real quick before we go, if there's anything like any either new music or just anything in general that might not be like, you know, not Van Halen or anything like that, but a certain band maybe you guys are listening to lately that that you're digging that maybe not many people have heard of, or you know, anything like that. Like even in the chat, if anybody's listening to some stuff, let us know, and I'll I want to check out some tunes.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit of homework, you know.
What have I?
Blackberry Smoke.
I've just been listening to the songs that I'm having to learn for these gigs. Some of them are covers, some of them are originals.
Can you give any examples of like what covers, like what bands or anything like that?
One of them is "Ordinary World" by Duran Duran.
Great
Love
song.
Great song.
Which is great.
Mm-hmm.
Although I'm kind of sweating now because the last time we played that live, we did the single version. And now the version we're doing this time is the extended version, which you never hear. I don't know how many of you guys know that song, but if you know the music video, you know, you know like a 3-minute version of that tune. Yeah. There's actually a 5-minute version of it that you never hear, and that's the version we're playing. And so I have to do like 2 guitar solos, which I guess is fine.
Stop.
You know?
Stop it. Stop.
Your leg getting sore?
My leg?
Don't let them catch you wearing a pair of short pants, if you know what I mean.
She wants me to put her out, and I don't want to put her out.
Oh.
Not put her down. Put her out.
Let's see. What do we got here? We got Greta. I tried. G. I listened to 3 songs.
I don't like that band at all.
I can't do it. I can't do it.
I've never heard them. Never heard it.
Bad version of Led Zeppelin.
I'm not even the biggest Zeppelin fan, so.
What's wrong with you?
Would I like them better than Zeppelin?
Mad Dog says he's been listening to himself. Damn, I'm great, he says. Ha ha haka.
He's signing his own chest.
he signed his arm and then got it tattooed on, you know. Anything that's not country music. Put in the chat.
Just listen to anything that Richie Kotzen plays and sings. Richie Kotzen's just amazing.
Red Dragon Cartel. I've heard the name.
That's Jake E. Lee's band.
That's I saw them. I actually saw them at NAMM at the NAMM Jam, which was put on by EVH and all those different companies, and they were the headliners.
Gotta go?
That night.
She's like, I gotta go. All right, I gotta let my dog out.
All right.
All right. We'll split.
All right, we're gonna go. All right, everybody. There goes David Nesdahl.
Yeah.
Not really.
There he goes. Jay Hannon. Great to see you, man.
Thank you. Thank you.
Jay's like, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Oh, Johnny, I'm just scratching myself. I'm not signing my chest. All right.
I'm going to sign my chest with this. I don't have to tattoo it.
Oh my gosh.
I'm going to get this tattooed on my butt cheek.
Oh, that's so
Yo,
funny.
I'll tell Brendan to send you literally a butt cheek load of these picks to hand them out At NAMM.
To NAMM. I'll put them in my back pocket and have like a hole in my pants, and so they'll just like drop out as I'm walking around. Cool.
James Gum says, ever heard of Van Halen? I'll have to check those guys out, man.
Yeah, I heard they're pretty good. Yeah. Okay. All right. We're out of here. Leave a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're brand new. The channel is like this close to like a round number of subscribers. Like this close. So leave a subscription if you're digging this stuff. And we will see you guys soon. I'll see you guys. Well, I won't see you. I'll be playing the guitar Friday over the channel in this time slot. Actually, no, we'll be done by now. No, wait. No, I'll probably be playing. The show is from like 6 to 9 or something. So, yeah, I'll be playing the guitar. So make sure to tune in.
You have any plans Saturday night? Come on. maybe obviously this is a maybe because I haven't checked with anybody yet. What about a late show Saturday? Possibly.
Well, that's kind of been the plan. Let me check my calendar real quick. Let me see if there's anything going on Saturday. Thank you, Dutchie. JJ, hey man, rock on, man. JJ, I'll see you at the NAMM show, dude. I'll see you there at the EVH booth, man.
I have a feeling that EVH booth is going to be jam-packed.
Jam-packed every year.
No, but like big time this year.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of us that are going to be there this year, and so it'll all be like, "Hey, I know you. Hey, it's you. Hey."
You're gonna be gumming up the works.
Saturday, I got nothing on the schedule for Saturday, so maybe we can do something day after. Okay.
Were you checking your Palm Pilot?
Yeah. I was.
Rosy Palm.
Hang on.
5 Fingers Pilot.
Let me check my sound machine if there's anything. Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. All right, everybody. See you guys soon. And are you gonna unhide that? All right. All right, you guys, we're out of here. All right, David Nesdall.
Bye.
I'm gonna get yelled at now. Thanks a lot, man.
Thrash Metal, you are a penis joke.
Okay.
I want to be a penis joke.
Okay. What was that? All right. Good night. Johnny Beane TV. Follow me on Instagram, please. I need real followers over there, please.
Hey, me too.
Follow all of us on Instagram. And subscribe to Caleb. Nerd Halen trademark. And real quick, if you're watching, Janie Van Halen, thank you so much for the birthday shout out to Howie the Dalmatian. He told me about it. All right, see you guys later. Johnny Beane TV. Are we done?
Bitch!